So witness, in which language do you wish to make your testimony?
In Wolof.
What is your religion?
Islam.
Islam.
Do you wish to swear by the Holy Quran or make an affirmation? Wait. Okay, Madam Chair, the witness to swear by the Holy Quran. Hold the Holy Quran and repeat after me, or you wait for the interpreter. I, Macoumba Sanneh,
Macoumba Sanneh,
I, Macoumba Sanneh,
do swear that
do swear
you opted to speak in Wolof, so you say it in Wolof after the interpreter, please, not after me. Okay, I, Macoumba Sanneh,
Macoumba Sanneh,
do swear that I'll speak the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God. Thank you. You may be seated. Madam Chair, the witness is sworn. I have the honor to hand over the witness to you for us to proceed. You may kindly sit down.
Good morning, Madam Chair. Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you. Council, we may proceed.
Thank you very much. Sanneh, please state your full name before the commission.
Man magi tudo Macoumba Sanneh.
Macoumba Sanneh are my name.
What is your address?
Banjul.
I reside.
Sanneh, what is your educational background?
Magi demon St. Augustine's High School.
I went to St. Augustine's High School.
Dembe sixth form, yel A levels.
To sixth form and I took A level.
Fufula jehale.
That is where I ended my education.
And then I worked at the National Audit Office for 1 year.
Then I started working at the National Audit for 1 year.
In what capacity?
Then I followed the audit for
audit training.
Audit training.
Audit training?
Yes. Wow.
Were you working there or you were there on attachment?
Nena danga ondiligay fofu wala danga nekon fofu attachment. I was working.
As a trainee?
Training, wow.
In a training. Danga di on the training. Yes.
For 1 year?
Then I've been at.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay. You have any qualifications in accounting or any financial courses you've done?
Then now musga have courses here in finance wala abunga qualification wala experience in finance.
No, for A levels accounting.
No, I did accounting for
economics and management.
A level economics and management.
Where?
A level, St. Augustine's High School.
St. Augustine's High School.
You take your time. When we ask the question, then it will be interpreted and you will have to answer.
Very good.
So St. Augustine's High School, they offer A levels in accounting.
Nena konda family St. Augustine's, then they offer A level in accounting.
Wow.
Yes.
When was this?
Nena li kanya one?
89.
89.
Do you have a certificate?
Nena am a certificate.
Magi ame suma result slip mungi fi.
Madega.
Magi ame suma result slip.
I have my result slip.
May I please see?
Nena namun na kogis.
Wow.
Yes.
This is accounting as a course in high school.
And accounting but dafa nekkoon course ci high school.
high school.
Part of the subjects you were doing.
Nee na ndax loolu bokk na ci subjects yi.
Wow, accounting. Wow.
Yes.
So, man, what you were saying seems to be very misleading when you say you do A levels in accounting. That will be misleading.
Nee na loolu de soo ko waxee dafa mel ni yaa ngi bëgg a réeral.
So your
Soo ne def nga
high
accounting
school
ci A level.
subjects you were doing,
Now,
right?
the A-level accounting, mom la economics management.
Yes, I was doing A level
It says
accounting.
St. Augustine's High School, sixth form,
Wow.
Macoumba Sanneh,
Wow.
subject accounting.
Wow.
The mock exams you had 54D,
Wow.
English literature. No, sorry, business management you have 49D.
Mm-hmm.
Economics you had D. General paper D.
Mm-hmm.
I mean all because the subjects you have done they're all D, correct?
Nee na kon dafa mel ni subjects yi nga xam ne yëpp jël nga ko ci exam di nga fa am.
No.
No.
maa ngi am account C.
I have accounts.
I'm reading from what you have given me.
Nee na li ko jox foofu la nekk ci loolu la moo tax.
Boobu mock exam, final exam mu ngi.
That was the mock exam. I have.
Say it, and it is what you have given me.
Nee na li ko jox loolu la nekk di la jàngal.
Is it not the case?
Nee na ba nekk ñoom.
So these are the subjects you were doing. This is the high school subjects you were doing.
Nee na li mooy high school subjects yi nga xam ne yooyu nga nekkoon dafa def.
That does not qualify you to be an accountant,
Nee na yooyu taxut nga am qualification pour nga nekk accountant.
right? So
No, man waxuma ne accountant laa de.
I don't say that I am an accountant.
no, I mean the way you were saying it will want to perhaps you were suggesting, or it appears as if there was a course in some sense, perhaps a separate course with normal high school or curriculum or syllabus that would be different from that will give you a special qualification. You were just
Nee na li ko di waxee dafa mel ni ne Sénégal students am na curriculum yi nga xam ne boobu moom dafa nekk accounting la. Nee na commission bi noonu la war a wone.
Déedéet man li ma explain mooy dama ko def St. Augustine's laa jeexalee.
What I was explaining that I finished my school at St. Augustine's.
Def A-levels.
I did the A level there.
have qualification in any institution apart from St. Augustine's High School.
Nee na su dul St. Augustine's na am nga post qualification bi nga xam ne def nga ko si benn institute.
Déedéet.
No.
That is what we are interested
Nee na yooyu la gën a bëgg a pour xam.
in. And your work experience, apart from being an audit trainee for 1 year, what else?
Nee na léegi si liggéey bi wax nga ne yaa ngi nekkoon audit trainee for 1 year. Nee na apart from boobu ak lan.
Déedéet amoo benn experience.
No, I have no other experience.
You gave a statement on the 3rd of October 2023. Do you recall this?
Nee na October bu amee ñetti fan 2023 da nga joxe woon statement. Nee na ndaa nga fàttaliku.
Wow.
Yes.
Now we will show you the statement. Please if you confirm being the author of that statement.
Nee na léegi nañ la jox statement bi comme ni ñu la ko joxe nga seet nga confirm daa bii mooy sa statement bi daa déet wala déet.
Is that your statement, sir?
Nee na ndaa sa statement bi la.
Wow.
Yes.
We apply to tender the statement of the witness, Macoumba Sanneh. The date is 3rd of October 2023 to be admitted into evidence and marked as an exhibit.
Nee na léegi amoon li ñu ko def mooy dañ ko dugal si commission bi mu nekk sa rek boobu.
The statement dated the 3rd of October 2023 is hereby admitted in evidence as an exhibit and it is marked as LGC/BCC/MS/001.
As the commission places. So, Sanneh, you've worked for the Banjul City Council.
Nee na liggéey nga Banjul City Council.
Wow.
Yes.
When was this?
Nee na li kañ la woon.
2019.
2019.
2019.
Wow.
Yes.
In what capacity?
Nee na loo fa nekkoon wala lan mooy sa liggéey foofu.
Council advice. Pour ma aide council.
Council advisor.
Who were you advising?
Nee na koo nekkoon di advice foofu.
Mooy council bi CEO bi ak mayor bi.
Council CEO and the mayor.
Now, how were you appointed or contracted to be the council advisor?
Nena yow pour nga mën a nekk casual advisor naka nga amee liggéey boobu wala naka la ñu la jëlee woon si liggéey boobu.
2018.
2018.
Mayor bi mu ñëwee dafa senoon dafa amoon a task force.
When the mayor came, he had a task force.
So task force boobu dama si doon contribute voluntarily.
And I was contributing voluntarily to that same task force.
What kind of task force?
Then I saw the task force. What was on task force?
Task force bu doon saytu kurul previous council bi seen liggéey.
That was the task force to review the former council's work.
How did you know that there was a task force set up by the mayor?
Nena yow naka nga demee ba yëg ne dafa am foofu task force bi nga xam ne mayor moo ko taxawal foofu.
Man maa ngi fa woon because man maa mayor ñun ñoo àndoon.
I was there because I accompanied mayor there.
Bi moo campagne ak ba mu winee yëpp ba pare.
I was going together with him when he was doing his campaign or after his win or defeat.
You were in the mayor's campaign team.
Nena danga nekkoon si mayor's campaign team.
Wow.
Yes.
As what?
Nena lan nga woon foofu.
Man maa yoon campaign manager.
I was the campaign manager.
Okay, please proceed. Then after that.
Nena ci kaw loolu.
Moom si la constitute.
We need to draw yourself into the
Nena dañ la bëgg a dégg comme ni may déggee.
Si la constitute team boobu mooy the task force.
That was the time she constituted that team, the task force.
Mu jël prominent Banjulians ñoom ñoo nekkoon si task force boobu.
And she appointed prominent Banjulians who were in that task force.
Do you mean prominent?
Nena soo ne prominent Banjulians loo mean si loolu.
Mooy well-known Banjulians rek ku mel ni Ndene Senghor.
Like the people who are very well, or those who are well known in Banjul, for instance, one.
Ne doomi Banjul ne ko nañ Banjul ràññee nañ ci fi Banjul.
Nga ne doomi ku mel ni kan.
Ku mel ni Ndene Senghor moom moo.
Ndene Senghor.
Waaw.
Okay.
Waaw.
Go ahead.
ñoom ñoo amee on task force boobu.
Those are the people who were involved or responsible for the said task force.
How many of you?
Nena yen ñaata la woon.
Déedéet ñoom ñoo ko amee woon de man dama doon volontaire.
No, they are those people are in charge or responsible. I was just there as a volunteer.
Please proceed.
Nena mun nga continue.
After the task force bi jeexee.
After the conclusion or the end of the task force.
Si la ñu recommend si la mayor bi ak kii ñu recommend ne nañ ma jël appointment as council advisor.
That was the time when mayor and the others were recommended me for me to be appointed as an advisor.
On what basis were you appointed as an advisor?
Nena si ban yoon lañ la jëli nga nekk advisor.
On what basis?
Yes.
Mooy dañ ma appoint moo ne dinaa leen mun a advice dimbale leen si seen liggéey di jëm si askani Banjul.
For that, I will be appointed and I will assist them the work they do between them and the people of Banjul.
And what are those?
Nena liggéey yooyu mooy yan.
Mooy li ñu war a indi defar askani Banjul provide leen li Banjul soxla rek.
For them, just to assist them on exactly what they need to do. Excuse me. What they need to do in Banjul.
Dëkk bi leer li laagoon yooyu yëpp.
To clean the town and to see to it that everything is going normally.
And you have experience in this?
Then yow am nga xam-xam ci loolu.
Aw ma ci xam ne lu ma jàng waaye loo xam ne lu war a am la su ko nit gisee di nga xam ne bii askan bi soxla nañu oo Banjul soxla na nii.
Yes, although I don't have that experiment for school or any learning course, but as far as what people need, if you see it, you will know that exactly this is what people need.
If that is the case, then we need advice.
Then so advisors.
If everyone can just see it and they know what should be done, then they expect to have an advice.
Then so advisor.
You have any other reason?
Then ban reason nga am.
Did it man ñoom si ñoom benn xel du xel.
Well, for them, one thinking is not, or one mind is not.
What does that
Then I don't look me.
mooy li mu wax léegi mu ne su fekkee ne loolu la ñëpp xam ne man moo ñuy ma ànda ak meyo campagne moom ma gis lim campagne ak lim dig nit ñi.
As you said now, but when I entered or joined Mayor for the campaign and I see what the campaign, you see how we carried our campaign and what she promised to the people.
Nit ki soo toogee nag li nga soxla na ki la eda oo di la fàtte.
If you see, you'll need somebody who is to advise you or remind you.
Di la fàtte.
they have councillors.
Then I'm not new councillors.
Councillors yi ñu fa de waaye ñoom loolu lañ ko gisee mu loo tax ñu appoint man dew ma forcé ne jël leen ma liggéey.
The councillors are there, but as far as I said, they just decide to appoint me. I don't go there to tell them, please take me for or employ me.
No, that's not true. You lobbied for it.
Then I love the guy,
Naka laa ko lobee.
how did I lobby?
We will get
Then
very, very soon.
then I do ask.
The issue is
Then lumbir mi moy.
you were appointed as an advisor.
Then yow dañ la jël yoon liggéey mun pour nga nekk ñoo xam ne yow yaa nekk ku la di xelal wala advisor.
And we want you to tell the commission
Then tey lu ñu bëgg pour nga wax commission bi mooy.
what you were to advise
Then yow looy advice wala looy xelal.
the council or the mayor or the mayoress or the CEO.
Council mayor wala CEO.
That the general council cannot do.
Li nga xam ne general council mënuñu ko def wala duñ ko mën a def.
Special services were you offering?
Nee na loolu moo laajte yow sa service bi wala sa liggéey bi lan mooy sa service foofu lan nga woon di def.
What special knowledge did you have?
Yow ban façon xam-xam nga am.
At the time.
Jamono boobu.
What were your special skills?
Nee na yow da nga gis ne loo mun ak lan nga jànga.
What were your special experience?
Nee na si liggéey bi lan mooy sa xam-xam si liggéey bi ban liggéey nga xam.
This is what you should convince.
Nee na lii mooy pour yow nga leeral commission bi.
Man mayor bi moo campaign my own campaign manager.
When the mayoress was doing her campaign, I was the campaign manager.
Moom am na yaakaar ne kii suñ ko jëlee mu nekk suma advisor dina ma advice ñaax ma.
She have the belief or the hope on me that if I am appointed or I am taken as an advisor, I will advise her accordingly.
Te man doomi Banjul la.
And for me, I'm a resident of Banjul.
Problème yi Banjul xam naa ko.
And I know the problem of Banjul.
The councillors, they know the problem of Banjul.
Then a councillor tamit xam nañ problem Banjul de.
Wéediwu ma ne councillors yi xam nañ.
I don't deny that.
How many councillors do you have in Banjul?
Then a Banjul ñaata councillors ngeen fa am.
Banjul nine.
So 9 councillors would not be sufficient.
Then a kon juróom ñeneenti councillors ñooy doy. Wala lu doy.
Loolu man xaw ma loolu man maa determine na that doy na that doy.
I don't know that. I cannot be able to determine where.
You were only given a position because you were with the mayoress and you were the campaign chair.
Nee na yow pour yombal mbir mi mooy soo gisee ñu jël la jox la place boobu waaw dëgg la comme yow yaa nekkoon campaign manager mayoress bi te yéen a woon di ànd si campagne bi comme ni ko waxee.
You had to fit somewhere.
Nee na foog ñu dugal la wala xejal la place.
It's true.
Nee na li mooy dëgg bi.
Man de.
Is that a true statement?
Nee na loolu daal lu am la wala amut.
Man de gisee man si suma gis-gisi.
For me, I don't see it that way. My seed or my belief to it is that
yaakaar amoon ne li ma ko doon edda.
The trust you have on me, the way I was advising her.
Looloo tax ne ma
During which time?
Nee na ban jamono.
Naam.
Time you were the campaign manager.
Nee na jamono bi nga nekkoon campagne manager.
Waaw.
Yes.
That's the reason why you had to come.
Nee na li mooy sabab bi wala li mooy tane bi lu tax.
That's what I said.
Nee na loolu la waxoon.
Man loolu man munum ko wax loolu itam moom moo ko mun a wax. Man
For me, I cannot be able to say so.
Bi ma waxee loolu.
Possible you can say so.
Man Banjul laa gis ma ne xaaral ma ñëw contribute suma quota.
Yes.
For me, as I said, I just see Banjul. This is why I would say, let me just go and play my quota.
Well, if you were not affiliated with the mayor in that regard as the campaign manager,
Nena su fekkee ne yow nekkuloo woon wala bokkuloo woon si moom comme bi nga nekkoon campaign manager.
you would not have been appointed as an advisor.
Nena kon duñ la jël wala duñ la jël sax pour nga nekk advisor.
Because you are not qualified.
Parce que amuloo qualification.
Not even one qualification.
Nena benn qualification amuloo.
Well, loolu moom man mënu ma ko wax.
For that, I can't be able to say that.
If you can't be honest to say it,
Nena su fekkee ne mënuloo jub wala doo mën a jub pour wax ko.
not fit to be an advisor.
Nena li waraloo nekk.
Amoo de mënu maa ne mënu maa fit pour nekk an advice.
Well, I cannot say that I'm not fit to be an advisor.
Man pour ma nga aida nit.
Because to advise someone
Pour mu lim war a def pour askan bi.
for what that individual is supposed to do for the public.
Ma de bu ma ne loolu qualification war nañ ni lii ak lii
But for that, I don't believe there will be something like qualification.
man
Me,
si suba gis-gisi
my machines or my beliefs,
gis ne ñu ne ma kaay ñu def la advisor nga dimbali ñu duñu xelal.
I was invited and they said, come, you became our advisor.
How
Help us.
You were in the campaign team.
Nena yen nyata ne kon si campaign team.
Campaign team bi moom boobu bëri na.
This is many people.
The core members.
Nena core membership.
Core members in campaign team.
Yes.
Core members in her campaign team.
If I never
Milo was there.
Yes.
Wow. Ngancam mu fa woon.
Gacham was there.
Farfay mu fa woon.
Fafa was there.
Yes.
ñoom yaa nee na ñu fa woon.
Those Yadene were there.
Bari nañ.
There are many.
Mr. Sanneh, you were given an agreement, correct? By the council.
Then a council doing that whole agreement.
Please déggu ko bu baax.
Then a council doing that whole agreement.
Agreement waaw.
Yes.
Do you have an agreement?
Then agreement with Naya Kwame.
Waaw.
Yes.
Yeah, please.
Then I'm Babu Naikois.
In all three or
Yes, please. We apply tender the following documents. The first is an offer of contract on month-to-month basis as council advisor. The date is 2nd of January 2019. Address to the witness, Macoumba Sanneh. The second is renewal of contract on month-to-month basis, 30th of December 2019. And we have a consultancy agreement on advisory services to the Lord Mayor and Banjul City Council to start on the first day of January 2021 to the 31st of December 2023, all to be admitted to evidence and marked as exhibit.
A consultancy agreement on advisory services to the Lord Mayor and Banjul City Council B.C.C. Effective date being January 2021 to the 31st of December 2023. This is signed by the CEO for Banjul City Council and the witness as advisor. The letter dated the 2nd of January 2019 with reference 1/BCC/P/18/S in bracket C addressed to Macoumba Sanneh, and the letter is from Banjul City Council. It has the subject offer contract on month-to-month basis as council advisor. It is signed by the CEO, copied to the Lord Mayor, Director of Admin, Acting Director of Finance, Audit Manager, and a file copy is maintained. The last letter is dated the 30th of December 2019. It is from Banjul City Council. It has reference 4/BCC/P/18/S in bracket C, addressed to Macoumba Sanneh, Council Advisor, Banjul City Council. It has the subject renewal of contract on month-to-month basis. It is signed by the CEO. It is copied to the Lord Mayor, Deputy CEO, Acting Director of Admin, Acting Director of Finance, Acting Director of Audit, Chairman, Establishment Committee, and a file copy is maintained. These three documents are admitted in evidence as exhibit, and they are marked as LBC/BCC/MS/002.
Ask a question, please. Now, your first contract was on a month-to-month basis.
Yeah, some contract we give me more where the digante where.
Wow.
Yes.
Did you apply for it?
Yeah, apply.
Did it?
No.
It reads, I am pleased to inform you that you have been offered contract as council advisor of council on month-to-month basis, effective today, the 2nd of January to December 2019. You'll be paid a monthly salary and advance of the easiest job in the world.
Then kon yow nek nga ko xamne da nga am liggéey bu gëna yomb ci nit ñi yëpp ci at.
If Banjul needs lights, you tell them the people they need lights.
Né dafa melni bañu suñ soxlaay lampa nga dal leen advice
Because they would not know that.
Parce que ñoom seen bopp dañu mun a yëglu.
It is too technical for them to know.
nee na nekk na loo xam ne du technical pour ñoom ñu xam ko.
If Banjul needs buy very good trucks or for waste collection, you need to tell them buy good trucks waste collection.
nee na suñ soxla moto yu baax pour jël robis yi wala mbalit yi kon loolu tamit foog nga xelal leen ñu xam ne waaw dafa jar ñu wuti.
Because it's too technical for them to know.
nee na because nekk na loo xam ne dafa technical pour ñoom ñu yëg ko wala xam.
Because what you are saying here
nee na yëpp li nga xam ne yaa ko wax fii.
it's just very basic.
nee na loo xam ne nekkul am na basic sax.
A 10-year-old child in Banjul.
nee na xale bu ndaw bu am fukki at si biir Banjul.
They should not be living in darkness.
nee na war ñoom sax xam nañ ne war nañ dëkk si leneen.
The waste in their house or in their compounds or in the streets should be managed.
te xam nañ tamit ne mbalit yi nga xam ne ñu ngi seen néeg seen kër yi ak seen ak koñ yi yëpp dafa war nit manage ko.
That's why I'm struggling.
nee na lii moo tax moom si boppam mu ngi ka jéem.
to see
pour mun a gis ne.
any special knowledge you have that you are needed in council.
xam-xam bi nga xam ne am nga ko lu tax ñu need la si B.C.C.
man wax ji ma waxoon bu njëkk ba.
what I have said first time.
yaakaar bi am foog ne dinaa leen mun a xelal.
the trust or the belief they have on me, thinking that I can be able to advise them.
loolu tax ñu offer ma appointment.
This is why, or that was why I was offered this appointment.
Because you were the campaign manager of the mayor.
Parce que I nekkoon campaign manager mayor bi.
su ma nekkee campaign manager mayor bi.
If I am the campaign manager of the mayor.
Banjul man lu ma soxal.
Banjul, I am in need of Banjul.
balaa yi fi campaign manager mayor yi dama daan bokk ci activities yi.
Before this campaign of the mayors, I was involved, or I do involve in many activities.
We are talking about an advisory role.
Advisor.
Paid from the public funds.
The
services you render must be services that are needed.
The was a service we have there, service we have there.
Reason was you were the campaign manager of the mayor.
Then telling you what a sababi moy, lu tax moy. Yow ya nekkoon campaign manager. Then alone la fi non la.
Lolu hin na ñoom nga ko laaj ñoom bu ma offer appointment.
Yes, I think that should be asked to those who have offered me said appointment.
Why si man?
But for me,
fu ñëw ne ma bëgg nañ laa def lii pour nga jàppale si Banjul.
Whoever comes to say to me that I want you to assist me in Banjul.
Were you employed before this?
Did it?
No.
How many years have you served without employment? How many years have you served without being employed?
Oh, that is many years because I was in Europe.
Exactly. And that will bring us to the consultancy that was given to you, but we'll come to that. This says you are to advise council.
Did you
attend council meetings?
Council meeting. No. Wait, first thing you do attend council meeting.
No.
Why later the
at the first time, did not.
If you attend
council meetings, but later I do.
If you were to advise council and you do not attend meetings, how would you advise them?
Nena yow neka nga ko xamne ya leen waxelal su fekkee léegi doo de fekkee seen meeting naka ngeen di xelale.
Dama advise mayor bi wala CEO bi.
I do advise mayor or the CEO.
The mayor is not council. Let us say it's council advising the council. Subsequent engagements will include the mayors and the CEO, but this one says advice.
Later we go to more advice no council. Then I'm gonna advise a CEO or a mayors, and a while later we look more advise a council.
Man council be but they were the CEO and mayor or social advisor. ñoom ñooy head of council.
Yes, because council, when I'm to advise, I advise the CEO and the mayors, because if I advise them, they will advise others because they are the head of the council.
That's not true.
Then I don't do that.
Because the mayors does not take unilateral decisions that will bind the council. The council have to have meeting.
Nena danga gis ne mayor mo danga gis ne decision sami wala advice sami du mëna nekk loo xam ne loolu la council di doxee parce que council tamit ñoom dañoo toog am seen meeting lu war loolu la ñoo def.
No, the council mayor does not have unilateral absolute decision-making process in council. There should be council meetings and resolutions passed there.
Nena kon moom si boppam mayor nekkut koo xam ne am na wala loo xam ne moom si boppam lu mooy xalaat wala lu mu wax loolu mooy dox. Nena danga gis ne foofu ñoom dañoo meeting ne lu war ñu dal di bindante lu ñooy wax resolution.
So your appointment was to advise the council.
Nena yow sa appointment bi mooy pour nga advise council.
In your first appointment, you never advised council.
Nena te sa first appointment bi musuloo advise council.
Man li mu wax ne mayor bi moo dee jël décision man wax ma ne mayor bi moo dee jël décision man suma advice dama ko xelal ne ko def leen fii ak nii Banjul soxla na lamp soo demee general council nga dem discours soo leen d'accord ngeen mën a def loolu.
I have never said that. I have never said that the mayor have the final say or the decision or see the decision maker. All I'm saying here is that as far as the mayors do have meetings with council. So as far as if Banjurians need something like street lights or something they need, I'll advise her to say this is what Banjurians need. So whenever you go for meeting at council, you try to explain them exactly what they need.
Sanneh, I was just telling you that the mayoress doesn't have the powers, the absolute powers to just make decisions for council. There should be deliberations.
Nena mo
the most part.
Mungla wa ne gut ne nena ya ko ne mo mungla wa ne mayores bi amut dole wala amut dole bobu pour nga gis ne lu moy wax ne non la nit di doxé ñom dañoo tok meeting ba gis li mo war ñu dal di passante ay resolution so mom li la la
So going by your appointment,
nena so topé sa appointment bi wala sa lettre bi nga xamné bobu moy wone ne dañ la jël
if you don't know what is deliberated in council,
nena so fekkee ne xamuloo lu ci council
be advising.
Nena dole mëna advice.
So you only focus on the mayors.
Nena yow dafa melni yow sa focus bi yëpp wala yow fi nga jublu képp si mayores.
But the letter says general council.
Te lettre bi lu mu wax mooy general council.
Man foog naa ne moom li moo wax.
I think what you are saying.
waxuma ne ba mayor bi dafa am doole def decision.
I don't say the mayor have powers to make decision.
Man suma advice.
For me, my advice.
pour ñu wax ko ne ko defal lii ak lii soo leen demee general council.
For me to tell her let you people do this and do this if you go to the general council.
léegi council yi sax dañoo ñëw du ma waxtaan ak ñoom itam ma aide leen nekk ne mayor bi rek laa dee waxtaan ak.
Sometimes councils they will come and I advise them. Not only mayor.
Let me read there's no need to waste time. The point is clear. Let me read the second letter. Again, I'm pleased to inform you that your contract as council's advisor of the city council has been renewal. I don't know who writes this letters. Has been renewal on month-to-month basis, effective 1st January 2020. The contract can be terminated by either party. Again, you were renewed. Your contract was renewed to advise the general council. Then you were given a consultancy agreement.
Consultancy agreement.
Consultancy agreement.
Consultancy agreement.
On the 1st of January 2021.
January 1, 2021.
To expire on the 31st of December 2023.
Then I tell all of our expire December 2023.
3 years consultancy.
Then I nyati at consultancy.
You recall this?
Then I munga fata
Wow.
Yes.
So you were a consultant for council?
Then I nangane kon for consultant si council.
Man nekkuma consultant ñoom ñoo ko bidee man advisor loolu laa nekk.
I was not a consultant.
Not a consultant.
They wrote it like that, but as I said, I was an advisor.
But you signed it.
Then I went and signed.
mistake la Mako sign.
Yes, I agree. It was a mistake. He initiated my signature there.
You signed that you were a consultant.
Then I signed what a consultant.
Mom sign Mako, small mistake la, but I'm an advisor.
Yes, I do sign that. That was my mistake. But
So
I am
an
advisor.
sign. Then that was my mistake. Ne sign Mako, ne consultant la.
It was written and it was passed to me. I initiated my signature there already, and I knew it was a mistake because I am an advisor.
So you are not a consultant.
Then a consultant.
Consultant, one consultant, for advice, like me di don council.
So
the word consultant, hindi na ko interpret for the consult. I'm not a consultant.
I'm not a consultant.
Why you sign a document to state you have expertise to do X, Y, Z when that is not the case?
Then I looked up. Nga wara sign kite. Ili ngamne wale na ne liak li munga ko wala munga ko te wala lolo nga negate mun loko amulo bet hang absolute.
Mistake la.
It was a
must accept suma side, but
I accepted.
I want to continue to the advice.
I was going ahead with the advice. That is what that is how I saw it.
But you can read.
Then I am going
to I'm going to read.
Yes, I can be able to read, but sometimes you can read and but you get lost.
It depends on what the intention. So you are going to be paid for this.
Then a lot of this nasi sa NAB paske dali la ko efe.
Why me I'm driving more for intention ne. Lama intend one consultant.
But for this one, I don't have that intention. That
continue
I thought that it was the continuation of
because of consultant. No.
I thought that it was because of the job I was assigned to, a continuation of the said job. This is why I signed. But to be a consultant, no.
Let me read to you the consultant's agreement. In fact, can you please read the document? I have given you a document.
Then I don't know that it's going to read.
What should I read? What
should I read?
From the heading, the introductory part.
Then I see heading the introduction part.
Consultancy agreement on advisory service to the Lord Mayor and the Banjul City Council. Can I?
Yes, yes.
This is a contract for consultancy between Banjul City Council and Mr. Macoumba Sanneh for the provision of unique, full-time, social, qualified, professional, and technical competency and skills landed in council to guide and adequately advise the mayor of Banjul in respect of smooth operation of Banjul City Council.
So you see how you have been described here?
Yes.
This is going to describe it for.
Qualified professional.
Then a qualified professional.
Technical competence.
Technical competent.
Says Mr. Macoumba Sanneh, the advisor, on the other hand, is a seasoned and experienced with both national and international exposure. That's true.
Then I look up hopefully, then I want to know Macoumba Sanneh, then I go home, then I have CP, Axi, I have CP Bitila. Then I know
the professional in it. Lulu mom.
Professional in law.
I'm experienced. Why not? I'm a professional, technical.
Maybe for that to have experience, they trust. But to say I am a professional,
no one trust.
He is well experienced in social management skills and networking to help in the performance and execution of the duties of the mayor and the council management team for better service delivery.
Nena tamit war nañ ne am nga xam-xam bi nga xam ne mun ngaa jàppale council pour nga gis ne seen liggéey bi dina yomba bu dina nekk loo xam ne liggéey bu war la. Nena loolu tamit wax nañ ko si kay.
Your responsibilities are as follows.
Nena léegi yow sa war nga foofu mooy.
Chief advisor to the Lord Mayor of Banjul.
Chief advisor, Lord Mayor Banjul.
Advisor to the Banjul City Council's management and staff.
Advise Banjul City Management and staff CM.
Represent the Lord Mayor of Banjul on all projects that operate within council.
nee na nga represent mayor si projects yëpp yi nga xam ne ñu ngi ko def wala mu ngi am opération si biir Banjul.
Represent the Lord Mayor on meetings.
nee na nga represent ko tamit si meeting yi.
Represent the Lord Mayor on issues of social and societal networkings.
nee na tamit nga represent ko diggante mayor ak ñoo xam ne nit ñi ñoo xam ne ñi nga xam ne ñooñu la moo liggéeyal mooy social people yi nga xam ne si ñu si dëkk bi.
Accompany the Lord Mayor on local and inter-regional tours and programs.
nga koy jàppale tamit di ko toppa wala di ko gunge ànd ak ñoom si local tours ak loo xam ne tours yi nga xam ne si biti la.
Become or contribute in the overseer market rules and responsibilities. We'll come to this.
nee na tamit pour nga gis ne nga mun a koo jàppale si mbiri marché bi si kaw si biti ak si biir.
Advise the Director of Finance.
nga nekk tamit advisor si Director of Finance.
Where necessary to beef up revenue generation.
nee na su nga xam ne su demee moo xam ne loo nga am dafa nécessaire pour nga gis ne naka la moo def opération nga xam ne tax yi nga xam ne wala revenue yi day am.
Advise and help the CEO in staff reconciliation and peace building.
nee na tamit nga daal di advice yoo naka la mu yóbbee liggéey bi mu nekk jaama yoon bi nga xam ne liggéey bi mun na dox.
Help contribute in every area and operations of council that needs review and support to get the results delivered.
nee na tamit nga daal di ko jàppale fekk bi nga xam ne mun nañ seet naka la mbir mi doxee woon comme nu reviewul ko tamit nga daal di ko jàppale tamit naka la mbir mi war a doxee ñoom council nen seen liggéey bi.
All the responsibilities you are given.
nee na lii yëpp dañ la ko tegoon sa kaw sa wargal la woon.
If you look at, for instance,
nee na soo ko seetee.
you to oversee the market rules and responsibilities.
nee na pour nga mun a gis affaire yi wala xelal affaire yi marché bi nu mooy doxee ak wala responsibility yi fa nekk.
You were the overseer of the license unit.
nee na nekka yow tamit nekka nga overseer si license unit.
Correct.
nee na loolu dëgg la.
license unit nekkuma fa overseer dama doon help the acting license manager ñu ànd because
I was not there as an overseer. What I was doing was that I was assisting them.
because the CEO.
The CEO.
bi ma liggéey ci marché bi as overseer market overseer.
When I was working at the market as an overseer.
daf ma dem the assistant the acting license manager.
He said to me that the acting license manager.
License manager.
Acting license manager waaw.
Very well.
Kim doon àndal kooku nekkaat fa.
The one he was accompanied with is not there anymore.
bu nga di assistant kii because sa li nga liggéey fii ci marché bi doy na la.
You can be his assistant because what you have done in this market is enough for me.
What have you done in the market?
Then a lot of this market.
Marché bi dama dimbale di market manager.
I do assist the market manager.
biñ nekkee ci task force bi.
When we are the task force.
ñu identify pour gis ne seen zones yi.
For them to identify to see that to see to it that there are zones.
Taxi ñu war a am zone yokk nañ.
The targets that they're supposed to have from the zones have increased.
When were you the market overseer?
Then I can't get on market overseer.
2019.
I think it's 2019.
What was the revenue baseline at the market?
Then a Jaman
18.
Jaman 2018 market we set revenue baseline we got now.
For yearly 6 million if I'm right.
I think yearly 6 million per year.
Do you have evidence the data to show?
Then I'm got evidence for honest.
No, I may want feel why maybe I'm able to get it from the market manager.
I don't have it here, but if I go back to the market manager, probably I get it.
Were you collecting revenue?
Then I only get revenue. No, I was not.
Sir, you were collecting revenue with, I think, Pamulundo?
Then I only collect revenue. Yeah, can I put your Pamuto?
No, I'm collecting revenue.
No, I don't collect revenue.
With Pamulundo?
Then I live got Pamundo.
Man,
enough.
Yet I'm more ligay.
Man, my technique, mom, so can license that mom.
I think you are talking about the market. But if I talk about license,
the license. Pamodo is the acting license manager.
Pamodo was the acting license manager.
And
I accompanied with him.
Momo is invoice.
And for him, bring invoice.
Were you collecting revenue with Pamo?
Then now only collect revenue at Pamodo.
Man collecting revenue.
No, I don't collect revenue.
Were you issuing invoices with Pamo now?
Invoice, yes.
Yes.
How do they pay?
nee na naka la ñu woon fee
niñ dee fee ñoom kon asi collecte si lañ dee fee.
the way they were paid, I think they paid through the collectors for.
See, your name had appeared several times
Nee na sa tu fee na ay yoon yu néew.
in relation to the license collection.
Nee na ci kaw license collection.
Investigations revealed that you have been with Pamono on numerous occasions to collect revenue.
Nee na investigation de wone na ne yow sa boppa ak Pa Modou da ngeen bokkoon ay yoon yu bëri di collect.
Employees will refer to you as the overseer.
Nee na te ñoom ñi nga xam ne employees yi dañ la dee wax ne overseer.
And that's a fact.
Ate loolu dëgg la.
You yourself, in your statement, I believe you mentioned that you were the overseer.
Yow tamit sa boppa si sa statement bi wone nga ne wala wax nga fa ne yow overseer nga. Nee na ndax loolu dëgg la.
boobu man dama ko fa wax mistakenly market overseer loolu laa wax but pour license bi nekkuma overseer.
I have said that, but mistakenly I was at the market overseer, not the license overseer.
See here, my friend.
Nee na da nga nekkoon overseer.
You were overseer.
Nee na da nga
It reads in the second page of your statement.
nee na da nga nekkoon overseer si license parce que soo seetee sa second statement bi am na fa kaar yi nga.
Second page of your statement.
Nee na sa ñaareel si statement.
First paragraph.
First paragraph.
Says, I am also participating in operational matters of the council.
Nee na wax nga ne yow tamit bokk nga si operation matters of council.
Under the directives of the CEO.
Li nga xam ne si kaw kaadu CEO bi.
And the Lord Mayor.
Ak Lord Mayor.
Such as deployment to the market revenue collections.
Nee na nga deploy na si revenue market collections.
In which I was able to increase the revenue in 2019.
Te wax nga ne li tax na ba nga gis ne l'impôt nga xam ne ñu ngi ko doon jël dafa yokku woon.
From 6 million to 10 million.
Jógee ko 6 million ba 10 million.
Upon satisfactory of my impact on the revenue generations.
Nee na da nga gis ne satisfaction bi nga xam ne wane nga ko wala am nga ko si revenue generate.
At the market.
Si biir market bi.
CEO verbally instructed me to oversee the trade license unit.
Nee na foofa nga waxoon ne CEO bi daf la ko waxoon verbally nga oversee license unit.
In order to boost the council revenue.
Pour nga gis ne council revenue mun a yokka.
I can confirm the payment of honorarium allowance on the collections of trade license revenue.
Nee na boobu confirm nga ne am nga wala dañ nga ne fekk honorarium allowance si nga xam ne ci kaw license.
So you had these rules, you yourself confirm this.
Nee na yow sa boppa yaa taxaw wala yaa wax ne waaw lu am la woon. Nee na ndax demeewut noonu.
boobu loolu is a mistake.
Yes,
because
that was a mistake for me.
An overseer to license kii CEO binduma daf ma ne ma demal nga dimbali Pam.
That was a mistake for me because I overseer to the license I was not written.
ba pare
Because he told me verbally.
ba pare honorarium sax man duma ko dee collect license.
And the honorarium I never collected.
loolu si marché bi la.
That was at the market.
Sanneh, you were to advise the director of finance.
And the advice director of finance.
You were to advise the director of finance.
Then yow danga war pour nga advise director of finance.
How can you advise the director of finance with no qualification?
Then yow naka ngay advise director of finance fekk amuloo qualification.
No qualification in finance, no experience in finance.
Amuloo benn qualification ci finance, amuloo benn experience musuloo jaar foofu.
How can you advise that?
Nee na naka nga koy advise.
Man léegi
For me sometimes.
su fekkee ne for example dem na man si marché bi.
For instance, if I go to the market.
ma gis collectors yi ñu ngi collect.
And I see the collectors are collecting.
ma gis seen zone yi ñoo collect.
And I see the zones they are collecting.
su ma gisee ne na zone bi dafa mag.
If I realize, I see that this zone is big. And I realize that one person cannot be able to do so. There I used to see the director of finance advising that I think you can be able to put another collector there, make it two.
Sanneh. Mr. Sanneh.
Yes.
That is not a job.
Then
If anyone has to be honest to you,
na képp nga xam ne dafa bëgg a jub si yow.
if you have to be honest to yourself.
nee na yow tamit soo bëggee jub sa bopp si sa bopp.
Job in country.
nee na amuloo benn liggéey si kàddu.
Sad.
nee na dafa daw yaram.
I want to tell you this.
nee na bon warul la wax.
I have to tell you.
waaye foog mu wax la.
We are true to ourselves.
nee na suñu am nekk nit dégg si boppam.
You and I know.
ne yow am moom ñu xam ngeen.
Not a job.
nee na lii du liggéey.
That country requires special attention.
nee na kàddu bi nga xam ne am nañu wala dañ nit ak wala dañ soxla ay special attention.
Structure in council.
nee na council am na nu ñoo doxee am structure.
It's a finance director.
nee na finance director.
There's a market manager.
There's a market manager.
There are revenue collectors.
There are revenue collectors.
They are familiar with the zones.
ñoom ñëpp xam nañ zone.
If it is big,
su magee sax.
if a zone is big enough, if a zone is very big,
nee na zone bi su magee.
they know.
wala su rëyee dañoo xam.
If one person cannot cover a zone,
nee na benn di su fekkee ne du mun a cover zone.
they know.
ñoom xam nañ ko.
You don't have a job.
nee na amuloo benn liggéey.
It's a hard.
nee na noonu la de.
Honesty is.
nee na dégg maa dégg.
man.
me
suma liggéey.
my work.
liñ ma offer.
what I was offered.
ma gis dara am ci xel.
to see something.
pour ne leen lii mun na leen a yokk.
and advise them to say this. advice
man gis naa ne lii.
you can increase your job.
su fekkee ne yokk bu ndaw la te jëriñ council.
if at all is something that increase and it will help council.
liggéey leen.
that benefit is your work.
There's already someone to do it.
nee na foofu am na koo xam ne pour mu foofu pour liggéey pour def.
Someone is paid.
am na ku nga xam ne dañ ko def fay lii mooy liggéeyam.
wéeduwuma loolu.
I don't deny that.
ne nit ñu ngi koo fay pour mu liggéey lii.
that they are paying someone for that job.
So you don't have a job.
nee na kon amuloo liggéey.
You have also to advise the CEO.
nee na yow tamit ba léegi da nga nekk koo xam ne da nga war a advise CEO.
Staff reconciliation.
pour nga gis ne staff reconciliation.
And peace building.
nee na peace building.
What is staff reconciliation?
nee na lan mooy staff reconciliation.
pour jubale staff bi rek ñu am harmonious relationship.
just to make the staffs to have a harmony relationship between themselves.
And how do you do this?
nee na naka nga ko dee def.
What is your TUR for this? What is your plan for this?
nee na lan mooy sa plan.
suma plan su fekkee ne dégg naa ñaar ñoo xam ne na xuloo ne.
my plan is that if, for instance, if I have that two people quarrel.
o ñoom staff bi léegi ñu am problème kii luy wax ak kii mu xoolee taaj leen waxtaan.
also they themselves have problems. I call them and talk to them.
So you had previous experience in conflict resolution?
nee na kon da nga am experience ci conflict resolution.
foog naa lu mel noonu. jarut nit di am experience pour conflict resolution.
I don't think such things like that. I don't think it's necessary for someone to have experience for conflict resolution. nee na nangu na.
You know why I agree?
nee na lu tax mu nangu.
Because it's irrelevant.
nee na nekk na loo xam ne boobu ak war si.
Again, it's not a job.
nee na te du liggéey.
People aren't hired to be working in council as peacemakers.
nee na nit ñi duñ leen dee jël liggéey wala du jël nit pour yóbbu la si council nga nekk foofu as a peacemaker. nee na du liggéey.
There is a structure in council.
nee na council am na nu mu demee structure bu fa.
Measures in council.
nee na foofu am na nu ñoo yaree nit ñi foofu.
There are committees to address this issue.
nee na am na comité nga xam ne ñooñu pour loolu la su ak loolu xëy ñu ko dee wax.
People are paid for this.
nee na am na ñu nga xam ne dañ leen dee fay pour ñu.
Job, Mr. Sanneh.
nee na Sanneh de yow sa bopp am loo liggéey.
lead council.
lead council.
job bi luñ ma offer la.
this job have been offered to me.
te liñ ma offer.
and what
su ma gisee ne lu ma
offered to me.
defar la def mu yokk.
if I
damaa ne liggéey la rek.
that I can be able to make and sustain what is needed at council. So,
see how sad it is? That's what I can say.
nee na gis nga bi nga waxee nee na mbir mi lii rek nga mën a wax foofu.
Very sad.
nee na dafa daw yaram.
I would have expected you to say.
nee na moom lu mu foogoon yow li nga war a wax mooy.
You are qualified to do this job.
yow am nga qualification pour liggéey def liggéey bi.
Experience.
nee na wala lii mooy xam-xam yi. wala sa jàng bi di la wax. nee na pour loolu la soxla.
Vacancy is there.
nee na place bu ñu fa.
Apply for it.
nga binde ut ko
Some occupations.
nee na lii mooy sa yokkute wala lii nga bokk wala lii nga
You know,
nee na yaa moom yëg ngeen wala xam
all of the above
nee na lépp li nga xam ne nga ko fi
were the case at the time.
nee na moo nekkoon fi jamono ko
Apart from that,
nee na fi moom ñoo la wax ne la joxal jëlal liggéey bi
as an advisor, Mr. Sanneh,
nee na pour nga nekk advisor wala kuy xelal
if you would have been in a position to tell them
nee na war nga nekk si position pour nga wax
that XYZ was not necessary or very necessary.
na li ak li
Understand what I mean.
I don't know
If they were to tell you to go and advise the finance director,
nee na suñ la waxee demal nga advice finance director
you should have been honest to tell them, I don't have experience in finance.
nee na lu mu miin foofu mooy yow sa boppa war nga jub wala nga de wax dëgg ne dëgg man awma expérience boobu pour advice finance
Person,
nee na parce que kooku
office,
pour mu jël wala mu nekk ci office boobu
if they follow the qualification requirements,
nee na soo ko toppee si li nga xam ne office bi lii la laajte bala nga fa nekk
far more qualified than.
moo mujj naa am qualification yow sa boppa
So it's the other way around. He should advise you.
nee na mbir mi dafa mel ni other way around
Lulu,
for that
man waxuma ne dama have the expertise more than the finance director.
I never say that I have no experience or expertise more than the finance.
Su fekkee ne loolu bind nañ ko
If I told that is written there,
advice finance director
to find advise the finance director,
am na yoo xam ne gis nga ko nga yokk ci xel mooy li ma wax exemple
what I have said here, just to help to assist him, to advise him on something that
nekkut ne ñu ne advisor loolu la amee dama am dama need disqualification laa war a am gisee woo ko noonu
it doesn't. I don't think it like that. Or I don't think it like that. That I need to have this qualification so that I can be able to advise the director.
Senate, do you want Banjul City Council to be occupied, the various positions to be occupied by people who are qualified?
Nena yow sa bopp bëgg nga pour Banjul City Council place yi fa nekk ñi ko war a téye wala war a nekk si place yi dañu war a nekk ñoo xam ne dañu am qualification.
Waaw.
Yes.
So you agree with me that the right thing to do is to have qualifications for this position?
Nena kon nangu nga si moom ne lu war wala si yoon ku nekk place bi la jox danga war a am qualification.
Wow.
Yes.
So it will be correct for you to start it yourself.
Nena kon dafa war pour yow nga doore ko si yow sa bopp because yow sa qualification bi nga am mooy zero experience.
The highest experience you've had.
Nena yow experience bi nga bu jëna kawe si experience bi nga am.
Why? That's audit trainee.
Nena mooy audit trainee.
No disrespect to you and your private life.
Nena nekut ne mungla ya wala mungla ya social life wala sa liggéey.
But in the service of the public.
Nena waaye soo seetee si liggéey public bi service public.
You have just agreed that you have to be qualified for certain.
Nena yow sa boppa nangu nga wala wax nga ko fi ne nit ko war na nekk da nga war a am qualification.
You understand?
Nena understand lu mu may.
Council. Lead council li nga wax.
Lead council what I have said.
Nit ki pour ñu occupy various positions war nañu am qualification bi. Loolu si council bi d'accord naa ci yow.
For people to have before occupying offices, you need to have experience at council. For that, I agree.
Man suñu advisor role.
My advisor role.
Su fekkee ne dafa waroon a am qualification.
If at all I'm supposed to have a qualification.
Dafa waroon a am qualification.
You need to have qualification.
Loolu bañuma ko.
I don't disagree.
Mun nañoo ne lii ak lii moo war a nekk qualification.
I could say this and this and these are the qualifications.
Waaye advice biñ ma ñu offer ma ne ma kaay nga advice yi wala dimbale.
But for me, the advice that I was appointed to help them.
Am experience.
There's no experience.
Si social networking. Boolante nit ñi. Waxante nit ñi jàppale pour liggéey bi dox.
To make people together so that we can make the work easy.
Foog naa ne loolu need a high qualification.
For that, I think it doesn't need a high qualification.
Su ko needed sam.
If at all it is needed to.
Te xëy na man awma ko.
And it happens, I don't get that.
Xel bi ma yàlla jox.
But the mind that I was given by God and what I can do, that is what I can offer to Banjul City.
That is why it's not fair.
Then a limota lolo kon warto, it's not fair.
Mr. Sanneh,
Then I also say,
if there should be an advisor, let's say, to advise the police,
then as a fake and then you are advice about nega for advise police.
not prudent
Then I want on
to have someone who has experience in that in policing,
Purunga am ko hamne am na ham si police.
not even a junior officer,
Then I would ne mun na nega junior officer.
advising the IG,
Because young one I advise IG.
advising the commission.
Young advise commissioners.
Expect you at least be in the position of a commissioner going up.
Then at least munumundamel yaw sara ko na neka joge ko commission dem lechikaw.
You have to advise.
Then I so advise doctors.
Have a similar experience.
Then I for one similar experience.
Advise mechanics.
Then I so fake and fit advice.
What they are working there.
Then I waranga have lot more sindige.
Do you understand?
Then I go
So if you have to advise the finance director,
then I can also advise finance director.
you must have an idea.
Then I waranga am idea no do have.
It's
I feel it give.
you have to advise the CEO.
Then I so work and I waranga advise CEO.
His job and his POR is.
Then I lan moy ligeyam lan la war pour def. Warga ko.
Do you agree with that?
Then I nango galun.
Lolu mo digala. Why?
That's true. But
Man, the level you are seeing
the level that you are seeing
in technical terms, technically, man awma that qualification.
for me, I don't get that qualification.
Why?
But
Silima muna def.
what I can be able
Ak
to
lima muna contribute.
and what I can be able to do,
Lolu mom def na ko te amna impact for me.
I have done that, and I think there was an impact.
This is what I see.
Then I lilagis.
The documents you have signed.
Then I can't bring aside.
I go by the documents.
Then I should talk to
The consultancy service you were to provide.
then a consultancy service jinga hamne warga provide.
I know you have already said
Then wow, government hamna ne warga bi pare.
that you're not proof of this document, even though you signed it by mistake.
Then pro nga sign kati bisa mistake la won.
Just saying, I'm just going by what is stated.
Then mo nge to bali ngamne lol la ñu am.
They're not my words.
Then lol lu kadu am ne.
These are words you have signed with the city council.
Then yo ay kan la nga hamne sa digata ci city council ya ko sign.
You understand?
Then I understand.
Wow.
Yes.
Now, Mr. Sanneh, this is particularly concerning
Then associate li mom lu bi na concern point.
because we have your statement of account,
Ñu ngi am sa statement of account.
the one from GT Bank
Then mu joge GT Bank
and Basic Bank.
ak Basic Bank.
And there appears to be several huge deposits.
Then te soko sete ay xaalis bi nga xam ne dugal nga ko si compte yooyu xaalis bu bëri la.
When did you open your GT Bank account?
Then kañ nga ubbi sa GT account.
Wana 2020 la.
I think 2020.
We will ask that you provide your full statement of account.
Then nañ bëgg pour nga provide ñu fi full statement of account.
But I have the statement of account starting from 2022.
Then moom statement account bu mu amee boobu mu doore ko 2022. Xaatimi 2022.
Please confirm.
Then nga confirm sa nga set confirm.
Basic Bank
Then bu Basic Bank bi
from 2020.
la jógee ko 2020.
Are those your statement of accounts for GT Bank and B.C.C?
Then statement is a hotel.
Wow. Wow. Yes.
This is the only two accounts you have?
Then another account here.
Wow. Yes.
May I please see? We apply to tender the GT Bank statement of account of the witness. Evidence and mark as exit.
Council, oh, okay, I did not see so it is GT and BC Bank, correct? The statement of the witness covering the period 6th of October 2023 to 30th of September 2023. The B.C.C bank account, which is a savings account, covering the period 6th of January 2021 to the 5th of October 2023. The second B.C.C bank, which is a current account, covers the period from 23rd of November 2020 to the 5th of October 2023. These three statements of the account for the witness are hereby admitted together as exhibit in evidence, and they are marked as LGC/BCC/MS/004.
As a commission, please. The Sanneh, how much were you earning? Your first contract says $20,000, correct?
Yeah, I ñaata la nga di la fay parce que contract bi jëkk bi ñu 20,000. Wow. Yes.
The consultant is 28,000.
And a consultancy for 28,000. Wow. Yes.
Why was your salary or your allowance at any point increased?
Then as a salary wala sa allowance, am na jamono nga xam ne dafa yokk.
kay am na time council yokkee.
Yes, there was an increment by council.
For now, select go yokkat 35 from now.
I think that was the time it was increased to 35.
But you are not the staff of council. Why would they increase your salary?
Then why you nekkuloo staff council? Lu tax ñu lay ñu yokk sa salary?
How much do you yokk? ñoom ñoo yokk ak ñu yokkal.
I don't know why it was increased, because they make increment and they do increase my salary.
Sanneh, you are the advisor.
Then I am going advisor for.
You tell them that's wrong.
Then that's why I know do it.
ñoom
Tell them that is wrong.
Then I want to yoon.
ñoom suñ ñëwee yokk.
When they
yokkal.
If they increase my salary,
ñu ne dañ yokkal staff bi yëpp soo yokkal nañ la allowance.
so and I was told there was staff increment and my allowance was increased.
ñoom ñoo ko yokk.
They said they increased my allowance.
So you can't advise them.
What?
You can't advise them.
Then I don't want to advise you though.
loolu moom mënum na suñ ma ne yokkal nañ ma ne leen ko.
Yeah, for that I cannot be able to advise them, because if I was told that my salary was increased, then that's
dañ yokkal staff bi yëpp.
and all the staff have increased.
You are not a staff.
Then a number of staff.
Do you know on what basis the staff were increased their allowances, their salaries?
Then on that basis, we have the staff said salary dafa yokk.
Council de ñoom ñoo def agreement boobu man I don't know the basis.
For that, I know it was increased, but I don't know the basis.
So now you see why I said you have no job.
Then I said, "Look, amuloo liggéey." Then I loolu soo ko seetee si sa liggéey bi la bokk.
Advise them.
Pour nga advice la.
waaye council xamuloo benn dara. mii nit ne amuloo liggéey. so I tell you.
I don't hear you. Nga ne?
Please repeat yourself.
non ma ne su fekkee ne nit ki am na si loo xam ne nii xëy na advice loo ko waxuloo miinut ne xëy na amuloo liggéey.
It doesn't mean that if you don't advise someone or you don't advise him, that doesn't mean that you don't have a work.
The idea is you must have had sufficient knowledge to advise council.
Nena why war la war nga am xam-xam pour nga seet ne war wax xam-xam bu doy pour nga na advice council.
Says here.
Nena loolu affaire bi wax fa.
The issue of salaries is very important.
Nena affaire salary lu dafa am fayda.
If you see them increasing the salary of the staff,
Nena soo gisee ñu ngi yokk staff si seen salary.
the council.
Wala allowance si council aussi.
You should be in a position to know whether that's proper.
Nena yow war nga nekk ko xam ne war nga xam daal loolu yoon la wala déet.
Advise them.
Nena te dafa war nga advice them. Si mbir yooyu.
If they increase your salary and you know you have a contract.
Nena suñ la yokkee sa salary bi te yow sa boppa xam nga ne yow contract dafa nekk.
Contract says this amount.
Nena te sa contract bi moom lu ma mooy nangam.
They now pay you $35,000.
ñoom léegi ñu ngi laa fay $35,000.
Tell them that's
nee na war nga laa wax ne loolu du yoon.
allowance rek yow de man bu moom su fekkee ne legally it is wrong kon ñoom moo ñu ko def.
Well, for that, I don't advise them. But if I told them no, that this is legally wrong, then they shouldn't be able, or they could not.
Do you know that there is a procedure to increase allowance or salaries?
Nee na ndax xam nga ne dafa am nu ñooy doxalee wala dafa am yoon pour yokk salary wala allowance.
The procedure bi I don't know.
I don't know procedure.
Then how can you advise?
Nee na kon naka ngay advise rek.
So very important things in country.
Nee na lii nekk na loo xam ne lu am fayda la ci culture.
Why are you only concerned about your own increment?
Nee na wala yow sa salary bi sa yokku bi nga yokk rek nga consider.
Déedéet kay.
No.
But that's what you said.
Nee na loolu nga wax.
You said if they increase your salary, then well and good.
Nee na dañ increase sa salary loolu dafa baax well and good.
Déedéet waxuma ne su fekkee ne man kenn increase ni ma suma salary.
I did not say
dafa nekkoon a general increment.
That's what I mean here. So it was a general increment.
So ñu boole ma si.
So I was included.
But you don't know whether that was proper or not.
Na.
But you don't know whether that was proper or not.
Nee na waaye kon xamuloon daal loolu yoon la wala déet.
Boobu xamuma ne pour man whether it was legal or not. So when it was not legal, then it was not okay.
Then for me at that time, I never know whether it was illegal or legal. But if I thought it was illegal, then it was not good.
But you have a contract. You have a contract.
You know why? I have one contract.
And the contract states how much you should pay.
Then I take contract with the
And you are not a staff.
Then I take no staff.
This you knew.
Then I look yes, I do.
Yes. So even if that increment is for staff of council, not you as a consultant.
Then you got a second. I'm now what I have enough for Kurioka Favy salary. Then I want to walk up as close staff. You are consultant. That is true.
Waaye ñoom ko yokk ñoom man dama foogoon ne su fekkee ne dañu yokka across the board la ma cee bokk.
I think that's what I thought that if there will be a general increment, then I will be included.
If you ask,
then so they can start.
And dama tegoon tam su fekkee ne you are on contract mun nañ laa yokkal.
I thought it was even if you are in contract, you need to be increased.
Then they should amend the contract.
Then contract with another or on amend for a good vehicle. Yeah, that's true.
This you knew.
Then I tell you, how go you go. Everything you need to learn now. I know it.
That's why I said you're not qualified for this advisory role.
Then I leave what we can be some of that. I'm your qualification for advisor. Then to say you don't know nothing, that doesn't mean that you should not be this particular or this person.
You should advise the CEO.
Then I want to advise CEO.
For your role that they say you are qualified for is advise the CEO.
Then I also don't be figure out what qualification you want to advise CEO.
Advise the mayors.
Advise mayors.
Was experience.
Yes, the experience that I have.
At least you said you don't have experience.
Then I also want to I'm not very experienced.
So you're not
No.
Do you have experience now?
Then I have experience.
Our qualification being
I don't
experience social networking.
I don't have the qualification, but I have the experience
for little experience.
For social networking and the little experience that I know.
So
for that I used to advise them.
The GT Bank.
Yeah, GT Bank.
We have a deposit of 30 $300,000.
nee na am nañ fa déposit bi nga xam ne 33
Sorry, $300,000.
$300,000
On the 24th of February, March 2022.
nee na 24th of March 2022
Where did you get this money?
nee na xaalis bi foo ko génnee foo ko amee
xaalis bi lii suma xaalis buñ ma fay la
these monies were monies that
man maa ko déposit
paid to me.
li nekk si account yi ma fa déposit yëpp
This money is in the account that I deposited there.
suma xaalis suma raga man maa ko lebal xaalis man maa ko lebal $2.1 million suma raga mu jigéen suma un xaalis la man
I credited or I lent my monies to my younger sister about how many million?
2.1 million maa ko suma xaalis
Million. It was my monies.
2018
2018.
Wait, please proceed.
Continue.
2018
2018.
man maa ko lebal
I borrowed her that money.
because moom la def business di jaay di isi container from China.
She used to go to China and bring container.
bu mu ñëwee
When she came,
mu door di ma fay
she started paying.
so lu ma fay
The monies that she used to pay,
man maa yëg dugal ko suma
I take that to my account.
man musuma am account
I have never had account before.
B.C.C moo tax ma ibi account
Because of B.C.C, I opened my account.
because dañ ne soo amul account duñ la mun a fay si salary
Because I was told that without account, you cannot be able to pay your salary.
so man bi ma ibi account
So when I opened my account,
so moom su ñëwee fay maa fay
so whenever she come here, she pay much to me.
Account, where was this 2.1 million kept?
Nena, musulo am account. Nena 2.1 million. Bobu foko tegon.
man fii laa ko dee ca suma laa ko dee bàyyi man suma xaalis yëpp su ma ñëwee fii
Whenever I come here,
every year man dama dee ñëw Gambia
every year I come to the Gambia.
Europe laa dee
I stay at Europe.
so su ma ñëwee suma xaalis
All the monies, whenever I come,
fii laa ko dee bàyyi
I will leave it here.
You don't travel with 2.1 million.
travel mu ma
No, I don't travel with 2.1 million.
yeah
So, what can you show us
Nena lolo una one.
regarding number one that you have given your sister 2.1 million?
Nena unjega bi ñuy won ne joxe nga sa sister 2.1 million.
man loolu mënu ma leen a wax kon fii laa ko dee
For that I cannot be able to see because I gave it to her here.
That's what I'm talking about. You have no account? When did you come back?
Nena kaya ñu la yow.
man
Nga ñibsi
2017
2017.
And the money was given to President in 2018.
so am ko lebal waaw
2018 nga lebaloon xaalis bi sax. Yes.
So where was this money? Money? This is $2.1 million.
suma laa ko dégg xaalis bi si laa ko jël
I left the monies with my mother. That's where I took the monies from.
If your sister is paying you, she'll pay you in cash?
kaas waaw
Yes.
How many times?
Nena ñaata yoon.
loolu dinaa ko calculer de because moom suñu every time dafa ñu fayagum dama am
I need to calculate that.
waaw
Because all the time, whenever she comes, she do give me monies.
yow na ma 800,000 200,000 dinaa ko calculer te ma isi
I need to calculate it then after I bring it before you.
How much money did you have altogether with your mother?
Nena sa xaalis bi nga xam ne jox nga ko sa yaay yëpp ñaata la woon.
boobu man maa ngi amee woon 2.5
2.5.
2.5 million.
2.5 million
2.5 million.
ak fu naa waaw 2.5 waaw
Yeah.
ak soo contract si
Listen,
waaw
on the 16th of November 2022, you also deposited $300,000 into your account.
Nena 300,000 boobu tam def nga ko si account 26th of
November 2022.
November 2022.
Right?
waaw
Yes.
You had $50,000 in
$50,000
is that to the 1st of March 2023?
Nena $50,000 is 24th of March.
Yes, 2023.
24th of March 2023
See your receipt bank.
in a basic bank.
The 28th of April 2021.
28th of April 2021
$149,000.
$149,000.
$9,000. The same month, $139,222.
Then again, I will be 140.
$139,000.
$39,000.
$222.
$222.
$22. In 2021 alone,
Then in 2021,
you have 35,000 deposit, another 10, another 45. The list goes on. So you have, and you were not making any withdrawals. You were depositing huge sums of monies.
then a soko se si sa konte bi do legi le fa halis de way tek fa halis rek te halis bi bari dugal def day bari.
May 184,000.
Then a very May 184,000.
You have also the same May.
Then a sibe na maybe
194,000. Let me just read it. 194,000.
194,000.
Let me just read it out.
Very well.
$202,669 buttons. The same you have in June. You credit your account $202,529.76 buttons. Then another $25,000. Then another $227,529.76 buttons. The list goes on and on and on. So you have had huge sums of money into your account. In fact, at some point your balance was $1,226,106. Then you credit your account for that. So you have substantial deposits into your account, Mr. Sanneh.
Then account yow sa account bi li nga fa tek lu bari la de.
Lead country.
Yes.
We only explain the those credits
The credits you are explaining,
suma allowances salary ma face current account.
my salaries that were paid to my current account,
You will get transfer to saving account.
those are the ones they transfer to my saving accounts.
You also have it says the current account.
Wow.
Then I'm going to save a current account.
You also have huge sums of money that you have deposited into your account as well.
Then about time so ko sete halis bu fa dugal nek na halis bu new bi bari.
Yes. Current account.
No, the current account.
Lulus allowances salaries
My allowance and salaries that were paid to me,
more than next current account.
that is the one in the current account.
So that I guess them from time to time.
Well, she told me that. So from time to time,
More than add up.
that will be that is add up
What transfer
and transfer it to service.
And you are taxed with the responsibility of overseeing revenue collection.
Nena dañ la joxoon tax mooy man bi nga xam ne yaa nekkoon overseas tax revenue overseer.
Yes, of revenue collection.
Of revenue collection mooy lépp yu ñu jël yëpp.
You had no previous job.
Nena amuloon previous job wala jëluñ la employment.
As at the time you were employed as the advisor.
Na jamono bi nga xam ne wax nga ko fii nii dañ la jëloon foofu liggéey waaye sa mooy advisor.
Before you were the advisor,
Nena balaa nga nekk advisor,
you were not having this kind of capital, this kind of flow.
Amuloo woon xaalis bi.
Now you became the advisor.
Nena bi nga nekkee advisor,
you got your hands into contracts.
Nga dugal sa loxo si contracts ni.
You got your hands into revenue collection.
Nga dugal sa loxo si revenue collection.
And all of a sudden you were depositing huge sums of money into your account.
Nena bu yàggul nga dal di deposit xaalis bu bëri si sa compte bi.
If you cannot substantiate this,
Nena soo ñu mënut a leeral mbiri xaalis bi.
Lead counsel, I will disagree with you respectfully.
No problem.
Man,
Me,
Europe like 30 years.
I live in Europe for 30 good years.
Sumaraka yep malen Europe.
All my younger brothers, I took them to Europe.
Europe dama ko don liggéey.
I was working.
Every year dama ñëw Gambia.
Every year I do come to the Gambia.
Dama isi wala suma xaalis.
And I come along with my money.
Di sampa suma kër.
I was elected.
Di dajale suma xaalis.
I have never had.
I
I told my mother that you will be holding my money.
Because of the more Alice being negative.
So if you tell me that this money is here,
respectfully, I will. There's one suma hats. Sorry.
Go ahead.
Suma hats, mama.
The monies that I have,
Man, is for free.
I brought the monies here.
Suma ragas buji.
My younger sister,
Container from China every time we go.
she used to bring container from China here every time.
Man, we when you were 2018,
when I came 2018, I started working here. I borrowed her monies.
Mr.
Sir,
you can always disagree.
and I don't know what
No, you can always disagree.
then waktu kung nga jaman ko kung nagdadal di pa
I'm not sure we're getting the right interpretation, but what I mean is you should always be free to disagree.
then waktu ko am nga jot po gawin.
And so there's no offense in that.
Then lolo lu tol amul ben sega am ben offense.
All we want what is evidence.
Then yun luñ soxla fi moy lu woné lu ñu evidence.
When we come back, we will proceed from there.
Then suñ ñëwaatee boba dañ continuer fuñ em ni. Very well.
You rise.